talking to Ron Howard before they fired him.
So they did them dirty, pretty
much. They say that they kind of had a feeling that this was going to happen, just from what they were getting feedback from the executives or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, Ron Howard's taking it over, and
as shitty as that is, Ron Howard's good with me, man.
Yeah.
So I have faith in that project still.
What about Solo? Who's playing him? Do you know?
I
He's a younger Solo, right?
Yeah, it's a prequel, so he's going to be probably. They had
Donald Glover is in it as well, right?
He's playing. Can't remember his name.
I forget.
The black guy from Star
Lando
Wars.
Calrissian?
Yeah, Lando. There you go. He's playing Lando. And Hellboy reboot.
Oh man.
The director Neil Marshall says that it's going to be rated R,
Queen.
and it will involve a lot of practical effects. He doesn't want to use CGI, and he said he likes CGI now to help expand or show more of like the world they're trying to show, but not to the extent of replacing things that can be used like real props.
Is it still going to be Ron Perlman?
No, they're going to...
No, it's the dude from Stranger Things, right?
Oh,
That's what it is, yeah.
Okay.
The sheriff.
The sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sheriff.
Yeah, he's reprising, or not reprising. He's taking over the role.
Because Ron Perlman's too. He's
too old. He's like 60-something.
Yeah, he's up there now.
I think he's
in the
still,
words
he was doing
Guillermo del
Sons,
Toro,
like,
he's
I
no
think
spring
he's...
chicken.
But he was still
Yeah.
Breaking down in Sons. He was like, I can't even ride my bike anymore.
And
he's
got it.
Oh man, Clay sucked so
I
hard.
hated him, but I
And they kept him around,
so
like,
much.
stop bitching out, Kurt Sutter. Just kill him or
Finish
kill
him.
him. Man.
Hey, he was good in number 1. Number 2 was flimsy.
Yeah, for Hellboy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, it just wasn't that great, and the boss battle was a bitch out. Like the end was like it's like so fast.
And here, let me give you a brief history because I'm a diehard fan. Number 1 was already messed up in the first place. There has never and there will never be a goddamn love interest between Hellboy and Liz Sherman. That was a Guillermo del Toro thing, and I personally spoke to Mike Mignola, and he was pissed about the whole thing. When I spoke to him, I just asked him how he felt about that connection, and he's like, "Well, Guillermo saw a connection I didn't see, but I don't know." And also, there were some other key characters in the background used as props. I forget how far into the movie. It might be a little more than 75% of the way through. You see Roger, the homunculus. I think that's what it is. Basically a golem. He's a statue in the background.
Oh, okay.
And he was supposed to be used in the film. A lot of the things with the origin storyline were drastically changed. Characters were pulled out. Characters were replaced.
So just the translation wasn't very.
It wasn't. It
wasn't very.
You know what? It was
authentic to.
It was honestly. I mean, and it's not really a bad thing, but it was honestly just, as Wes would say it, Guillermo del Toro's love letter to Mike Mignola's character. I mean, that's honestly all it was. And then number 2 got too silly.
Yeah.
Everything was too bright. It didn't really focus on anything. Although I liked seeing a broader range, but it strayed too far. And the reboot, it's focusing on the actual material. They're going to focus on the Blood Queen storyline.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get
Which, I believe, if my lore is up to date, takes place after Hecate gets destroyed, so they need a new queen for the witches, and they raise somebody that the witches themselves had banished because she was too powerful. And, it goes from there. But Hellboy's supposed to look accurate. He's supposed to have hooves. He's not supposed to have boots, if you notice that in the movie. They actually, in the special features, have a scene with him with hooves, but it didn't take well.
Oh, okay.
So, a lot of changes. I could go on about it forever.
Well, I feel like Guillermo is a guy who is very much like Tarantino. He thrives in his own environment.
Yeah.
And so with that source material,
and
I think
don't get me wrong, his environment is
it's gorgeous, but it
Beautiful.
has to be him.
Yeah.
And him taking other people's source material, his vision was very collided with that.
Oh
and
yeah,
and
that's for sure.
and that's what that's what you got in those films or whatever. So it's it's a big argument as to whether they're good or not.
Yeah.
I thought the first one was okay.
Yeah, first one was cool.
For
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Can you clarify again for me if it's a reboot or is it third?
No, it's a
movie?
reboot.
It's gonna be a
Okay.
reboot. They're erasing everything from those other ones.
Got it.
They never happened.
Just do Reese.
Moving on.
Ben Affleck is coming back in The Accountant 2.
Ah.
I think Christian Bale was going to replace him.
Oh, hey.
Actually, Matt Reeves went on. He went on record saying that Ben Affleck is his Batman for the Batman movie, and he is not being replaced. So I just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also said that the Batman movie will be noir driven.
Yeah.
And it's going to be more of the detective version of Batman, and not just
Wow, noir driven.
Yeah, so it's going to be. It might be a little dark. People might hate it.
And you know what? With the direction they're taking with Gordon,
Yeah,
that's, I mean, damn.
No,
Just
dude.
that alone is beautiful. I can see how this would be noir, and
I want to see Batman, like Batman's Logan. That's
Yeah.
what it's going to be,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. That's what's going to
I
be.
have a feeling,
Yeah.
and that's going to be amazing. That's what Batman is, dude.
Yeah.
well, I mean, if you're
He's a
talking about
detective.
Batman's Logan, the Batman that you see in Batman vs Superman is supposed to be that Batman.
Yeah, but
This
they
is-
don't.
No, but
they
they didn't do a
Commission.
good job.
they
of-
didn't get to focus
don't-
on him enough. His bits are great in that movie. That movie's, but it's kind of a mess. Or what I
I didn't get the sense that he was very old though from those movies. Like I want to feel like he's like
Well,
been
you
through
know what?
shit.
I feel like
you know,
they're
that he's
kinda
done
trying
all
to
this
do-
stuff.
They were kind of trying to do what.
Well, he was mad because he blamed Clark for all the buildings and stuff that he like killed a bunch of people. Well, it wasn't his fault per se,
Indirectly.
but
All
that
the
whole
fighting.
the whole battle that
Yeah.
happens in Man of Steel. I like that connection because it was like them kind of cleaning up that plot hole.
Yeah.
And that was clever, and not a lot of people really thought about that or gave that enough.
I like that too. I mean, you
Because
always
somebody
hear
was
these-
hurt. What was it? Somebody was hurt. Batman's relative or something, right in the beginning, or was
No,
it just
No,
like
it's
just
from
like
the-
people?
Like the
Yeah,
guy that
people, yeah.
he works with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see a take on like, look at all these epic battles, but no one ever thinks about what's going
Yeah,
on in the ground.
The aftermath
Yeah.
of that, or whatever, you know what I mean? All those buildings and people, like how many people deaths are happened
Because of that.
because of Man of Steel,
Yeah.
and it kind of attacks that, just like Civil War did
Yeah.
with with the Avengers and all their crazy fucking madness. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
they held
that
Civil
that
War
was
accountable
cool,
for all that.
Yeah,
Civil War
that they
was
were
a
like-
mess.
they were like,
Yeah,
oh, you guys
I don't
can't
know,
fucking,
they totally changed the storyline. Bucky had nothing to do with that. It was this lame team.
Well, it was a Cap movie, so they had to put Bucky in it.
Well, Civil War was supposed to be a lot darker, but of course, Marvel, with holding all those characters, they're in the lighter side. So Civil War was a lighter movie.
Yeah.
That I feel like it's weird how people hold that film up so high that it was
not.
okay,
Yeah, it was okay. I thought I'd see more.
but it's kind of like pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get why they were fighting, but I mean, I did, but
Like the teams, I get it, but it's like, what does this add to the universe? You
I
know,
don't think
at
it
the
added
end of the
much.
movie, what do you really? And then they're dumb like dialogue between each other during the fights.
Yeah.
Like that killed it too. Like the fight scene was great. It's
Yeah.
just an action scene.
They
I was
just
like,
didn't
this
need
is
to
really
talk.
cool. And they're just like saying like stupid shit. Like Hawkeye talk. He's like, "Are we still friends?"
Oh, yeah.
Or
Depends
it's
on
like
how hard you hit me.
weird stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it was
and just
not
like
necessary.
they just
Well, they the Russo brothers, they asked them like, why are you making this movie? And they said they felt like this movie was needed to break apart the Avengers and have them be at their lowest, so that they have to.
But it didn't
get
feel
back
like it was their
together.
lowest.
no. It just
Well,
felt like
they're
a big
they're all
party.
fighting- they're all fighting against each other. So
Kind of.
That's
Wasn't
kind of like,
Ultron their lowest? I mean, as far as those movies are concerned, because a whole bunch of people got smashed to shit. that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, people like civilians. Yeah, but I mean, for like the Avengers themselves, like they're supposed to be a team and they're fighting each other for stupid shit because the government made them pick sides or whatever. But
Yeah.
they're supposed
And
to
then
be,
Bucky's like kind of the
disassembled.
the
Yeah.
I think
catalyst
he's
for
such
that.
a
or-
crybaby.
Bucky?
Yes, I'm so done with him. I've been done with him since I first saw him.
Winter Soldier is my
That was the
favorite.
best one.
Yeah. Sorry,
I don't
Annie.
like
Iron
him.
Man
It's
is a
okay. I
crybaby.
just don't like him.
Who?
Iron Man's a crybaby.
I don't know. I like Tony Stark.
Through, and he's
Give me
just
my
like,
shield. That's my dad's.
yeah, and then Steve Rogers like, damn, over this childish shit, take your shield.
Ah,
Here, you can have it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come in
Well,
the
they'll be back.
defense of Iron Man. So
They'll be back. So
yeah. Any more news, dude?
one more thing. Sorry, Gotham City Sirens. This pertains to that. They interviewed everyone's favorite Joker, Jared Leto. They asked him, is he going to return as the Joker in any movie?
Okay.
And they said, well, they think that Gotham City Sirens is probably going to be one of the more recent movies to come out
Okay.
in this time slot. And he said, I can't really say right now. Even if I did know, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
He's under contract.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
and there's some other things, but it's kind of cryptic. Just kind of like,
Mhm.
like
It's
like,
too early. It's
so
too
Yeah.
early.
who are the Sirens?
It's supposed to be Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and
Harley.
Okay, yeah, okay, so that was what I heard.
And
Fingers crossed for a rated R.
yeah,
But
pretty good.
I don't know.
I just hope they don't botch up Pamela Isley and give her nightmares. That George Clooney look.
No.
oh, that was weird.
It's not gonna. But what's her name wanted to come back, right?
Yeah,
Her,
she's-
Alicia.
Sarah Silverstone, or
Alicia
Alicia.
Silverstone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh man,
Clueless.
hell no, she's clueless.
I
Oh.
like it.
Do you got news?
Any news?
Or can I jump into mine?
No, you're good. I have so much news right now. I honestly can't even think straight. But go for it.
All right. Following your practical effects news. Are you guys familiar with An American Werewolf in London?
Hell
Yes.
The
yeah.
classic
Yes.
film? Yeah, so that's a John Landis film, and I don't know if you guys have heard, this has been news for a while, but Max Landis, his son, is in charge of the remake. He's
Wow.
doing the remake,
Cool.
which is really
Theatrical
cool.
release?
So he's in the director's chair for the remake, and it was revealed. I think it was just earlier today that he's gonna do practical effects mixed with a little bit of CGI.
Do you know if Stan Winston's going to be on board for it?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
'Cause
I don't want to overstep and say something that I'm not 100% on. But so yeah, he was quoted saying that he's going to do practical effects mixed with CGI, and I think he also said that, of course, like if you're going to try to re-encapsulate what is An American Werewolf in London, right? You cannot do the transformation scene all CGI. Like that's just
That's
fucking
too
up
practical.
or whatever. It's retarded. So he's gonna mix it. I guess mix the two to a happy
three.
medium. So I guess like the whole the face and the whole body should be real. He said the only CGI that he's planning on using for that scene in particular is to kind of give like the legs or something more of a fluidity, and that's the only
So it's
CGI
gonna be
that we're going to see.
practical makeup and
Yeah.
animatronics?
Yeah.
That
And-
would be cool.
So that's it for that. That's exciting. And then going back to, I think last week we talked about Friday the 13th, the video game, a little bit. And the head guy for that game released a little statement saying that the single player mode is coming this summer, and it's going to be a completely different approach to what the multiplayer is. I guess a lot of
Okay.
people are upset that it's only multiplayer as of now, because you're forced to play with either friends in private matches or strangers, and I'm sure you get a lot of people talk shit and blah blah blah, whatever. So yeah, a lot of people are upset about that, but the single player mode is coming, and he says that basically when you're playing online, you're moved into